Hey guys, can you hear me okay now? Hey. Okay. I'm gonna turn off the comments a little bit because I want you to hear and focus on what I'm saying, and then we can get together and have a conversation. We'll be live on Telegram later tonight, and then X Spaces probably tomorrow. If you led any of the marches, or if you went outside this weekend, I'd appreciate to just hear from you and inspire others to get outside and see how easy and simple it is to just do the right thing, because it's the right thing to do. I didn't say it in the beginning, but hi, I'm Allie. My mom is over here having lunch, but this is my mama. She's my twin. Facebook, you see me, so you see her. So, Jesus, please protect us. We believe in Jesus Christ of Nazareth, but it took us a minute to get here. Y'all know that part. But we can all agree about the truth about the children. We've been on this internet for going on 6 years. We went viral accidentally on purpose because we turned on our cameras and just started showing people things in real time. This is not new for us. This is not a news flash at all about the things that you're finding out right now in the Epstein files and Diddy and so on and so forth, about seeing that the world is not what you think it is. This is not new for us. This is just our life. CPS reports go back to when I was 3 months old, but I remember very young, when I was 4 years old, the first time that I was assaulted, alone, without any drugs, without anybody to care. It went to court. The case was dropped. And it was made to be my fault at 4 years old that a man and a woman that was supposed to be licensed in Colton, California through Colton Care Community Licensing, they were supposed to be watching me and running a daycare, but instead they were running so many illegal things out of the daycare, including abusing the children. So it went to court. It was dropped. It was covered up. Even though that I was 4 years old child with bruises and raped and locked in a room, it never did anything. And then things continued and continued and continued. And now we're sitting here, and I am 32 years old. I thank God. I am grateful that I am 32 years old. More happened. I don't have time to rehash all that, so just please bear with me. If you want to watch the rest of that, or if you care, if you want to know my testimony, if you want to try to get a timeline that you can understand and piece together, you can find that on Truth Be Told, with Dustin Faulkner and Beverly Gillen. They are licensed investigators that have been on my case, and fighting on our behalf and going through our information and confirming our information. My story has never changed. I recant nothing that I have said on this internet for the past 5 years. The truth is the truth, and when the truth is the truth, it doesn't budge. Okay? Child Protective Services is probably the biggest trafficking operation organization that you will ever understand, and we haven't got to that yet, and I am excited for the day that we do. But Child Protective Services had a big part in my trafficking. I'm gonna turn the comments off for a second because I just need y'all to stay with me, and then, like I said, we can interact, we can talk on Telegram later, but I just want to make sure that y'all are with me, okay? And if you can just give me something over here so I just know that you can hear me, okay? Then I know that you're still there. In 2020, we started showing you guys in real time what was going on. I did not expect you to just see our face, understand our testimony, and take it for gold. I didn't expect that. This is the internet. Duh. Okay, so I wanted everybody to do their own research, look into what I was saying, and question everything, as I still do. But my truth has never changed. The truth is priceless, and the truth will cost you more than you could ever sell it for. So we've sacrificed a lot to tell you guys the truth. We left our home, we left our animals. I was a college student, a dance coach, a cheer coach, a mentor, and all kinds of other amazing things. So I had a minute to feel what it was like to live again. I had a minute to get clean, to decide what I wanted to do, and do the things that I never got a chance to do. I got a taste of that. So I crave it now, like water in a desert. I would love our peace back. My mom is a former social worker for agency workers, not for the county, but she was a former agency social worker. Again, mentor, mother to many, and loved her animals in her garden. We are very simple people. This weekend, we called for everybody to get outside. This is the first time that we have communicated with leaders, asked people. We don't know everybody. We know everybody just as much as you know everybody else. Okay? So we contacted some people and said, hey, you're in the area of Wells, UK? Okay, great. You're in the area of Eureka, California? Awesome. You're over there in Bowling Green, Kentucky? Perfect. Can you lead a march, even if you stand alone? That way, what we're trying to do is pass the baton. I don't know if you noticed, but that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get the leaders going because we've done everything that we can do. Next year, around this time, the world will be different. Mark this video. Mark my words. Don't ask me how I know, because we've already been through this. Okay? I'm telling you right now, next year around this time will be very different. Arrests need to be made. I don't know how soon that is. I don't know who's going first. But I am familiar with who is going to be arrested, the same way I tried to warn you guys about Diddy. I'm telling you right now, when we did the event in Georgia recently, I think we've done 3 events. Done 3. Don't get it twisted. We don't have a team. We're not an organization. We're not a foundation. Are you a pissed off person that's sick and disgusted by the fact that you don't live in the world you think you do? Yes or no? Okay. You're what we call an angel. That's as simple as that. If you have a talent or a skill that you could help us out with by saying, hey, we can all get together and plug our talents and skills together to make this work, to make it louder, to be their voice, to make a statement, to get closer to the truth for everybody. That's what 90s Nation News is. That's what the Angels are. We do not have a team. We're not working with anybody. We are not in witness protection. That doesn't even exist. As far as I'm concerned, the government doesn't protect anybody. Okay? And witness protection program is made up from the CIA. The government protects nobody. Have you ever heard anybody say that they were protected by the government? They're protecting pedophiles right now. So who do you really think that witness protection program is real? Stop it. So it's not. Okay? Right now, Jesus is in this car. We called a few angels in the state that we were in the state of California. But we got there and we said, hey, we're not going to be close to any of the marches that we organized. Can you come stand with us? Because we're going to do it too. Either way it goes, no matter if you come stand with us or not, we're going to pull over and we are going to get outside. We would never ask anybody to do something that we weren't willing to do ourselves. And we've been trying to tell people to get outside, and some people are like, well, what is that going to do? Sitting on your ass and not saying anything is not doing much, is it? Is it? The government knows that you're too dumb to realize that there's more of you than there is of them. They're aware of that. That's why they kept the Epstein files from you. That's why they're redacting the buyers. That's why propaganda is orchestrated. That's why false flags. That's why people were out in the middle of the streets for Black Lives Matter and all of the other things when those things came to light. But when it comes to real situations and real stuff, you don't see anybody, because when it's time to really get up off your ass and do something, people don't know where to start or what to do or how to do it, because they don't want it to affect them, when in reality, this war has been personal this entire time. Okay? So, I made a few videos. I showed you how simple it is. Grab a piece of cardboard, grab a poster board, write the truth on a poster board and get outside, even if it's not organized, or you don't need a fundraiser. You don't necessarily need a leader. You just need to be the leader and get outside. It's that simple. But people are making this oh so hard when it doesn't have to be. The first time that somebody said children, the street should have been full. There shouldn't be a need to organize shit when it comes to the fact that we're talking about children. That should have been it. That's all it should be. Everywhere. It should be on every news channel. It should be on every corner. There should be stickers everywhere, like there was for COVID. COVID was planned. It's in the Epstein files. You see when it's planned, how quickly it goes and how it spreads like wildfire. You see when it's not orchestrated and when it's the truth, it's silenced, censored, quiet. I've been asking people since you met us, since you saw our face, get outside. I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you go. I don't care if it's organized by me. I don't care if it's organized by somebody else. I don't care if it's organized by Jesus. I don't care if it's organized by whoever. Just get outside and make it known that you're not bowing down and sweeping this back under the rug the way it has been for decades. There's no excuse now. It's a choice. And you can't tell me otherwise. It's a choice. Because if it was you, if it was your child, or if it was one of the people that you loved, you'd be fighting like hell and screaming too, a little bit harder. There's no excuse. Everybody can print off a fact sheet and go put that on some cars. Everybody can talk to someone and get outside. Everybody can paint some crafts and put them around, especially having that conversation with your children, which is extremely important right now if you can't tell. Everybody can get their ass outside, but people choose what they want to do. And the children are watching. The children that are reading these files that go to school, the files are public. The adults can barely stomach the truth that they got. How do you think the kids feel knowing that, oh, so this happened to a child? And if something like this happened to me as a child, who am I going to tell if nobody is doing anything about what happened to these children? What kind of confidence are you instilling to the kids by staying quiet? Your silence is giving these predators permission. And how do you not understand that? And I don't understand how many other ways that we need the truth to come out for you to get it. That this is your word too. I understand everybody's exhausted. My soul is tired in a way that coffee, sleep, a hug, none of that is going to be able to touch. But I can't stop fighting. Because if we sit still, we become sitting ducks. But I digress. Get outside, please. Every single weekend, we are trying to call for leaders. We're trying to organize more leaders. We want to get a march in all 50 states in as many countries as possible and keep them going until the Epstein files turn into the Epstein trials and we see arrest. And I am not one to incite violence or condone it, but eventually there should be a revolution. Don't let me be the one to give permission for that. Get outside. I don't know who needs to hear this, and I don't know who needs to see my face when I say this, but my name is Allison Leilani Ray Carter. And the light is green. It's been green. It's as green as it gets. And if someone don't move before this year's over, don't count us in. don't count us in. Yeah. We were invited as a guest to Truth Be Told's live event, May 30th, the weekend of May 30th. So I'm guessing if you just want to go ahead and free up space for May 29th, 30th, 31st. Truth Be Told will give you more details. But as of right now, I know that it's a 2-day event. One of the days is a 5-hour-long event, and the whole thing is a protest down the streets of downtown Houston, Texas. Okay? Houston, Texas is a hub for trafficking. It sits up there with California. It sits up there with Arizona. Houston, Texas has a lot going on that has been covered up for a very long time and is still being covered as we speak. There are people writing on the walls in Galveston saying, hey, I'm missing. Hey, come find me. Hey, I was here. Hey, somebody kidnapped me. And still, nobody is talking about it. We're talking about children, and people are still deciding whether or not they want to move. That should be disturbing to everyone. We are not scared. We don't know what is going to happen after this, but we are in the mix of writing some books. And our goal at the end of this year is to find a house, to find a rental, to find something with a junk drawer and a garage, to get our shit out of storage, to take all of our things out of a bag, and be able to sit still for more than a few months. There's a lot of people that want us dead, and there's people that want worse than death for us. For telling you the truth. That is your world too. We don't care. But we are tired. Very tired. I don't think people understand what a day holds. To be able to get here on the camera and everything looks fine because I had a shower and there's a slight smile on our face that hasn't been screwed on. We're not alright. We're not. My mama has been driving across this country. Truth be told, no pun intended, is to make sure that we stay alive. So our goal at the end of this year is to find a rental home, to put our stuff in there, and to continue writing our books. We're starting a book series, and whatever comes from there. We will continuously fight. No matter what, we will fight until there's no more breath in our body. That's just the way that it goes. But next year, you probably won't hear from us for a little bit. We will check in to make sure y'all know that we're alive. And if we need to jump off, y'all know that we will jump back on in the time of an emergency. But we don't know what else to do. So we're going to say this one more time because we said this last year. And some people didn't hear us. And then they started calling the second that someone got arrested or the second that it was trending. So I'm going to say this without it trending. See what people do with this information. For those of you who are asking us for an interview, for those of you who are asking for if we can come to a live event, go ahead and message us. But I'm going to ask you for something in return if you're asking me for an interview. I'm going to ask you to please post the marches and to talk about the children. I'm going to ask you for consistency in your fight for the truth about what is happening to children, not just about what happened to me. I am still sitting here. I'm a 32-year-old woman, and I am very grateful to have all 4 of my limbs and lung and breath in my lungs. But I'm free. And not that many people can say that. And there are children that are going through a lot more than what our daily is right now. Our daily ain't that bad compared to what's happening to children. So if you're asking me for an interview, if you're asking me for a favor for you so we can get the truth out together, The first thing that I'm going to ask from you two, I have something in return. We can have this an equal trade-off. I need you to fight for the children a little bit harder than you are. I need you to help me share these marches. I need you to push people to for this call to action to get outside. And then, yeah, we'll consider the interview. But we're done. We are done come the end of this year. Whatever happens in these next few months is happening. This is what it is. We never announce where we're going to be ahead of time. You notice that? I am telling you that we will be in Houston, Texas the weekend of May 30th. Go ahead and please get on Truth Be Told's page now so you can get the rest of the details when it comes out. I don't know if they're selling tickets. I think one of these days is an inside venue. I don't want to tell all the details. I know some of it, but I know there are thousands of seats available for an inside venue. Outside, this is an outside event for one of them. And one of them is marching down the streets of Houston, Texas. So if you can make it, if you know our name, and if you would like to come stand with us, please come stand with us. I know there's going to be so many like-minded souls in the building, and it's going to be beautiful to see, to take in, and to be a part of something that is bigger than us. This is not the Ali and Shelly show. This is not 90s Nation News. This is an event for strictly human trafficking, and there are other survivors invited. I pray that some of these survivors can make it. I think that you should hear from some of these survivors again. For those of you who missed their testimony years ago, some people like Roseanne really need you to take a listen. She was telling you the truth. She still is telling you the truth. There are some people like Fiona Barnett. She told you the truth. She still is telling you the truth. And you know that we never say much when it comes to other survivors who have their own platforms. Because we feel like if they have their own platforms, they got it. Trust me, everybody's getting the bandwagon. We don't want to intermingle demons. Usually we're just like, hey, they got it. Especially when they have a platform. They got it. Let them do the thing. You know? and more power to them. You know? But this event is going to be a big event strictly for human trafficking. I really hope that you can make it. I'm telling you the dates right now. And I'm telling you to get on Truth Be Told so you can get the details for it. We will be there. We are not scared. And if there's any, we are even inviting our enemies. Come on out. Come on out. Come on down. Maybe you'll learn something. But we are not scared. If that is the last thing that we do on this earth, that is the hill that we die on. We are not scared. I do have a do not resuscitate order. If someone tries to hit me, that my only request, and I say this online, please screen record this. Let me go in the hands of an angel that loves me. I just want my mom, my dad, and any of my family near me. But do not let me go until you know there is no more breath in my body. Do not hand me over to anybody. There are things worse than death, and there are people that work a little bit of everywhere, as we can see. I'm talking paramedics. I'm talking hospitals. I'm talking doctors. I'm talking people who want me dead. They work together, and they get a kickback. The world is not what you think it is. So God forbid somebody hits me at this event and tries to take me out. If it is not something that angels that are on site, a medic that is on site can handle, please just hold me and make sure that I'm gone before you let me go. Sorry to be dark, but it is what it is. That's what I want. Because I'd be damned to go back to where I came from. Okay? So Houston, Texas. We'll see you guys out there. There's so much that happened this weekend. We've had a really long week. Thank you to the family that we got a chance to see. Thank you to the angels that answered the phone when we got to an area and things were a little bit rocky, so you came out just to stand with us, just to make sure that we got from one area to another, because the threats are ridiculous. Thank you to the 90s man that stood out with us and protected us while we stood on a busy intersection, and just was able to stand because we wanted to be able to be out there with everybody else. So thank you for going with us, just to be able to do that for just a few minutes and handing out flyers with us. We thank every single one of y'all that are in this fight just because it's the right thing to do, not because you're getting anything out of it. All heroes don't wear costumes. So thank you guys for being the heroes. The real ones that were out there, you guys are the heroes. The people that were out outside, the people that are out holding signs, the people that are out getting cussed at, feeling frustrated, feeling invisible because you're standing right in front of somebody trying to deliver a message that everybody should be pissed for. Thank you so much to everybody who is in this fight, because it's the right thing to do. Even if you don't believe me, even if you don't know me, thank you for being in the fight for the children, because I really needed people like you when I was invisible. So thank you. Tonight, like I said, we'll be on Telegram, and we'll be talking to some of the people that led marches. So if you want to just come listen to that and feel like, damn, maybe I can do this, you can. It's really not as deep as you think it is. You really can. And if you stand alone, then you stand alone. But at least you know what you're standing for. Okay? This fight is really not that deep as people think. It's spreading because people feel like they're helpless, but they're really not. Only reason why you're helpless is when people are staying too quiet. So, yeah, that's our goal. I'm painting rocks. Good news. I guess I should tell you what for, right? I'm like, okay, you painting rocks. Good job for you. You want a high five? I'm painting rocks for Houston, Texas. I'm gonna try to paint as much as possible and collect as many as I can find. And then if you come out, maybe you could get a rock. I can't paint hundreds. I will try before May, but I'm just saying. I mean, whoa. That's my good news. That's my good news for the day. I'm painting rocks for Houston. So, you want to come? Sorry. What an invite, right? Allie Carter said she's painting rocks. Yeah, sure, let me go.
Let me get over there and check that out.
Let me see. Let's see if I can get one. I would try. I'll try to make sure you get. I'll save you one. I can't promise, though. Don't be mad at me. Don't make a hate account. Be like, I got there and there was no more rocks, that bitch. Please, I got enough. So cool. Right? I don't know. So, maybe, hey, we're headed to Houston early. So, I mean, if you want to meet us early and paint with us, you might go to a park. I got a craft bag. You can use my brush. That's my good news. I'm dead serious.
It's the little thing.
That's what I got. I'm not messing around. Really not. That's the only good news I can think of right now. So, if you want to come, right? might be a rock there waiting for you. If you feel special about that, then hey, see you in Houston. Thanks. Red Fox Huntress, you rock too. So, because yesterday I had to, like, I was emptying out my pockets, and my mom was like, "What do you have in there?" I was like, "I have a rock in my pocket." You know? There's some people that think I'm just happy to see them. It's a rock. I'm not funny. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's so cool. That's what I got. That's what I got. So maybe I'll see you. Maybe I'll see you in Houston. And I might have a rock for you. So, please, not the dad jokes. I was just around one of the 90s dads, and I got a lot of the dad jokes, so they're kind of stuck. So, yeah. Cool. I hope you laughed at my dad jokes. But yeah. Yeah. So you know I'll be there. Cool. Where can we find the testimonies? Mine? Are you talking about mine? On Truth Be Told, if you're talking about mine. If you're talking about mine, you can find it on Truth Be Told with Dustin Faulkner and Beverly Gillen. There's a few of them on there where they kind of go through a timeline of when I was a child and some things that they found and that they've already uncovered and that they know to be true. Like when I was drowned when I was a baby, like 3 times. It is what it is. It is what it is. So, you know. Houston, Texas. The survivors you mentioned? Who, Roseanne Barr? Roseanne Barr, you could find her yourself. She's on everything, I think. But be careful because everybody got impersonating accounts. I got a few. Now mine are on TikTok and Facebook and X. So if you see an account floating around with the name Allie Carter, just know that none of my accounts have my name on it. Boom.com. That'll tell you if it's me or not. None of my accounts have Allie Carter on them. None of them. So if you find one that says Allie Carter, it ain't me. That'll help you. God's not done with you yet, Allie. Oh, thank you, Jesus. I hope not. I really want to dance again. I want to be a teacher again. I really want to walk across the graduation stage. And I really just want to see the day where we unpack everything in a house and we do nothing for weeks. Just do nothing. And have dinner and we just nothing. Open the windows. just have a junk drawer. The goals. It's my goals. So. What about the one Allie Cart? That's not you, right? No, that's not me. That Allie Cart TikTok account, that's not me. And I know that little heifer is sitting behind this. You're young, aren't you? You're young. Because you use words that are very Gen Z. And so, you know, one day, child, this is going to come back to bite you. Knock your shit off. Okay? Knock it off. I don't know what's going to help you knock that shit off, but knock it off. But trust me, you don't want to be me. I don't want to be me sometimes. So there's enough of me to go around. There really is enough of me. So you doing all this is just ridiculous. So karma, child, karma. It is what it is. So, all right. Well, that's what I wanted to tell you. Come to Houston, Texas. I got rocks. I'll be painting. I'll be painting rocks. I'll let you use one of my brushes if you want to come paint with us when you get there a little bit early. But please tell everybody that you can come to Houston, Texas. It's actually going to be a great event. I'm not kidding. The bigger, the better. They are planning to, Dr. Beverly Gillen and Dustin Faulkner, they are planning to contact every news media outlet that they can. And they are trying to get the attention of the news and everybody that they can as far as their connections to get the truth out there for the children. So please come on to Houston, Texas. Come meet with us. Come march with us. Come stand with us. Come get in a group and a crowd of other like-minded people. We might even do a little two-step just for a second because, just world party just for a little bit, two to the side, two to the right, and then back to fighting for the children, when I know more, I will post more. You will know more. But as of right now, just get on Truth Be Told's page, and when the details come out, we'll all know. But it's happening. We're confirmed. I know there's other survivors that are going, that are confirmed, that are speaking. And I know that a lot of people have been contacted, and they're in the mix of that. I also know that if they are selling tickets for the other venue, that they're being very transparent about what they're selling tickets for. Look at that. I know that doesn't happen often. I know it doesn't. That means that you will get a receipt for where all your money is going from Truth Be Told, because they have to pay for a venue. That is not free. They are paying for security, which, by the way, security is not just regular security. The security is the police of Houston, Texas. We skipping right over. We have private security that are being invited to this event. I thank God for Truth Be Told, because the first thing that they said was, hey, we want to make sure that you are what? Safe. At one point they told me, don't even tell anybody that you come in. We just go make it a surprise. And, that way we don't have any. And we were like, we don't give a shit.
You passed that bridge a long time ago.
We don't care. We don't care. They were like, you guys don't have to tell anybody, because then that way we don't get it. I was like, we don't care. We're going to get shit anyways. Trust me. We're going to get shit anyways. So why not? So we know for a fact that they are hiring military trained security. Truth Be Told is hiring military trained security to cover the event. Then they have private security from the 90s men that will be sprinkled, and the 90s women that will be sprinkled around. And then on top of that security, there will be the police of Houston, Texas, because the event venues that they are choosing are owned, and usually the security for the venues are Houston, Texas police officers. So if there is a problem, nobody got to go on a t-shirt. You're just going straight with the police officers. We ain't got to do that. 90s men, 90s women, if you're hearing that, if you're coming to Houston, Texas, see? It's not necessarily your job. You remember when I told you zip ties and throw hands? That's what because we can't put anybody on a t-shirt. I'm pretty sure they'd lie like that. They'd lie like crazy, and January 6th our shit. So that means that that's not going to be so much of the worry. There's still a bit of a worry, but the police officers will be handling a lot of that. So we are praying for the good ones to be there in Houston, Texas. So this is going to be a really big deal. I appreciate whoever can get out there. Are you coming to Houston? Are you coming to Houston? Come on to Houston. Come march with us. Come get a rock. I'm so serious. I'm really going to paint a lot. I've been collecting and just stacking them in the car. And when we sit still, I plan to just start painting and then put them in one place. I'm not playing. I'm not playing. For New Mexico, I painted 70 rocks. There were 60 guests. I tried to make sure there were just like a little bit more just in case anybody came out and I forgot somebody. So I painted 70 rocks. Made sure they were spread out on the table. Go look. Go check back at that event. You can see the footage.
She's gonna long trailer our shit.
There's a,
If you haven't watched that
so
movie,
if this
go
car
watch
is
it.
dragging a little bit, it's because I'm prepping for Houston. Okay? So I'm not playing. I'm not playing. I'm really gonna get rocks. I'm gonna paint rocks. So that's my gift. Take a moment. So every weekend there are marches going on. Check the posters because some of the posters are already out. They have more dates on them. So it wasn't just this weekend. They're continuing. Some of them are every other weekend. Some of them are every Friday. Some of them are every Saturday, so on and so forth. So check the posters that are up. And then we're still looking for leaders. So please let me know if you would like to lead in your area, and I will let you know where else we are looking for leaders from. So just check it out, the story, and then hit me up. It's as simple as day. Find a location. We make a poster together. Go over a few things so you just know your rights, local laws, permits, whatever the case. Start off small. Think small. It may just be you. But there were some really good turnouts this weekend. I saw there were like 7 in Strongsville, Ohio, and there were 2 in Georgia, but that's okay. Where 2 or more are gathered, the word is there and it gets done. So, we start off small and then maybe one day the streets are covered. Should be anyways. So, all right, y'all, we're going to go. But Houston, Texas, the weekend of May 30th. Check with Truth Be Told, Dustin Faulkner and Beverly Gilling. Keep up with them and you'll see more updates coming out for that. But come on out. Like I said, do a little 2-step, get a rock, and fight for the children with us. And we'll see you on Telegram tonight. Yeah? And we'll be doing a Q&A too. A lot of people have been asking us if we'll answer some more questions. We will. We don't mind. The truth doesn't change. But please be able to do something with the information that you have. Okay? May 30th or March 30th. The Houston, Texas event is May 30th. May Day! May Day, May Day. So, it's May 30th. Okay. All right. All right. Cool? Cool. Good talk. Get outside. Please get outside for the children. And, yeah. Mama? Anything? Does Mama paint rocks? She will sometimes.
Once in a while.
Yeah. She loves puzzles. She's a puzzle chick. Puzzles in nature.
Yeah.
She loves to take pictures, like 50 pictures of the same flower. No shade. She likes to get the money shot. As she calls it. I need a mama rock. Well, okay. You're painting then.
You could do that.
They said they need a mama rock. We'll get some mama rocks in the bunch. Alright, y'all. Tonight on Telegram, I don't know the time. I'd say maybe another 2.5 to 3 hours. Maybe.
Maybe not that long.
But maybe not that long. Maybe not that long at all. Okay. Somebody said, which flower? Which flower do you like? Take any flower. She finds anything to take pictures of. She likes
anything in nature. Flowers,
Yeah.
bees, ducks.
You know what? That's what I'll do. I'll post some of her pictures. She takes really good pictures. So one day when we get home, I always tell her, she takes some really good pictures. I tell her, like, we should make a wall in our new home of all the places that we've been and just, like, random pictures. Watch when you see them. They look like postcards. She's really good. Mama got that photography eye. And she takes them with her phone or she has a camera, but she takes them with her phone, and I don't even know what it is, because we could have the same phone. She'll pick up a phone, snap a picture, and the pictures don't look the same when I do it. I don't I don't know. It's the mama touch. I don't know. But she takes great pictures. So I say, yay, let's see mama's skills. Okay. Okay. I'll take her phone and... Actually, why don't you just post some of your favorites of your pictures to your Facebook or something, and I could share it over here on Instagram.
Alright.
That's her joy. That's her dance class. Are you guys still living out of the van? Yes. Yes. 5 and change years. So the goal this year is to change that. So if you're in Houston and you get a chance to come out, or if you're in Houston and our books drop by that time and you get a chance to buy our books, that's where that's going. If you get a chance to purchase one of our books when they come out, it'd be going towards our new home. So we're trying to get them out as soon as possible. That'll help. That's our goal. Manny Santiago. Oh, wow. I'm in Houston. Hey, Manny. Okay, so I see you there. I'll get a rock for you.
Get one ready.
I'll get one ready. I'll even put an M on it. Just for you. Not kidding. I'll send you a picture. So, cool. Cool. I will follow you. I'm serious. I'll see you in Houston, and I'll put a rock with an M on it. I'll make you an M&M rock if I find one. Sometimes I see like little shapes in the rocks, like when you see them in the clouds and stuff. When you see shapes and pictures in the clouds, I see that in the rocks. So it's cool. It's like making my own coloring book. It helps. I really do have a big craft bag. I'll show you one day. We'll unpack this car so you can see what's going on in our living room back there. Alright. Okay, guys. Well. Here, talk to Mama real quick. Tell him something. I want to see you.
Hello. How's it going?
Okay. Alright, guys. Well, you know the end. We are not suicidal. There will be no accidental car accidents or overdoses. We're not carrying anything in this car that cannot be accounted for if anything happened to us before we could get a chance to tell you anything, or before we make it to Houston. Please know that it was not an accident. You can fill in the rest of that. Watch out for those false flags. They're incoming. And please start demanding for answers like you do from survivors for the ones that you know that are on those lists. So if you know the buyers, everybody knows those buyers, why aren't you demanding the truth from those buyers?
What about, for your news stations? Your news stations covered Nancy Guthrie, an elderly woman, for a month, nonstop. I've not heard shit about any missing kids, any found kids, any Epstein list. Hold their feet to the fire. Demand answers from them. It's ridiculous what they're doing.
Yeah. If you Google it, it says that it's the Google answer is 21 to 2,300 missing children a day. 21 to 2,300 children go missing a day. But if you do the math, it's more than that. They say 800,000 go missing.
8 million.
8 million.
8 million kids go missing a year.
So if you were to do the math on that, that would be up to 20,000 a day, if not more. Either way this goes, this is wrong, but do you realize how many children that is? That's small town populations. So every single day, small town populations of children come up missing and nothing. That's more than a few schools full of children go missing a day. Have you let that sink in? Stop for a second and just think. A small town of children, I'm talking babies, fresh newborn babies, to 18-year-olds go missing a day. Where is the Amber Alerts? Where is the news stations? Where is their parents? Where is the posters? Where is the local news stations? Where is the communities? Where is the churches? Where is MAGA? Where is Black Lives Matter? Where is Antifa? Where is everybody that hates Trump? Where is everybody that's minding the business of ICE? Where's all those people for these small town populations of children that go missing? People can mind the hell out of business that's other adults. But when it comes to children and what's going on around them, they won't touch that with a 10-foot pole. Why is that? Have you thought about that? So when people are like, I want the truth, where's the files? And you're coming to people like me or other survivors, or you're asking other podcasters and stuff questions, screw the middleman. Go straight to the source. Why isn't everybody asking Trump, what the hell is going on? Hold his feet to the fire. Y'all so mad at him, hold his feet to the fire then. Ask him. Ask him. Directly go to him. Everybody talks about the man. Go to him. Hold his feet to the fire. What about your news stations? They're the ones that are telling you the truth. You're asking other people that are just as curious as you are, instead of asking the news stations that you know the truth, and you know they're not allowed to report on it. So go hold their feet to the fire. Ask them, why aren't you allowed to report? Who's telling you no?
Boycott them. Do something.
Who's telling you that you're not allowed to report the news? Who's telling you to keep the news quiet? That's what we pay you for. Your tax-paying dollars. That's what we pay them for. That's their job. We sign their check. These celebrities that you know that they're buyers, you know that they were at these parties, you know that they left early. Go hold their feet to the fire. Or stop listening to their music. Stop buying their stuff. You got to make a choice. You have to make a choice. And if you're going to dish that energy out to me or to another survivor, or asking questions to people who are just as curious as you, then why not dish that energy out to the main source? I don't get it. Your local news stations, why aren't you holding their feet to the fire? Go ask your churches, what the hell are they doing? And why aren't they doing anything? Hold their feet to the fire. What about all these MAGA celebrations? You want to be pissed and have a side to be pissed at? Okay, cool. Be pissed at your side. Go hold their feet to the fire. Black Lives Matter. You Black Panthers and all these people that want to holler, all these are Black Lives Matter. Okay, what about all the black children that are missing at this moment in time? What about that? Where's the outrage? You want to go from color to color? Okay, cool. Ask the white people why the white people are not looking for the white people. Ask the Mexican people why the Mexican people are not looking for the Mexican children. Ask the Indian people why the Indian people are not looking for the Indian children. We're talking about children. So why aren't you holding the sources to the fire? It's going to take one arrest and everybody's going to be in uproar one more time. Watch. That arrest is coming. And watch how everybody gets in an uproar again. Watch. You know it's coming. Everybody knows that, right? When it starts trending, people are going to look towards us and be like, where'd that little black girl with curly hair and her white mama go? Because didn't they say this? No, wait, hold on. Before you look for us, what are you doing? You know that it's coming again, right? Somebody has to get arrested. Somebody. One person. And it's going to be somebody where everybody's going to be like, damn, okay. So this happened again. Now, ooh, all right, wait. I thought that was a lie. Hold on, let me go find one of them conspiracy theorist fools. Let me go ask them again what happened. Stop calling them. They told you. What are you doing? Come to Houston. Let's do something together. Houston, Texas. Come on. Let's do it together. Because trust me, we're not just protesting. We about to start some boycotts. And then after that, we don't incite any violence. We don't condone it either. But Black Lives Matter burned down buildings for reparations. Not saying we're going to burn down any buildings. We don't do that. But I'm just saying, when you finally realize how many children's bodies are missing on that Zorro Ranch in New Mexico, and how many water burials were on Epstein's Island, how many mass graves were done by Fauci because he was running experiments on foster kids. Fauci, did you hear me? Is in trouble. I told you all that like 2 years ago. He was running experiments on foster kids, and they're dead. Nobody asked any questions. They just buried them. Fauci knows what I'm talking about. Do you know what I'm talking about? Have you looked? Do you know what I'm talking about? Somebody said, what about Riverside? Ooh, what about Riverside? Riverside, California. There were supposedly, allegedly, I don't use this word, so you hear me when I say, there were allegedly a bunch of children just saved out of Riverside County, California. What I feel about that is Riverside County, California is under a lot of pressure and a lot of fire right now. A lot. So I'm praying that this was not a political stunt. I'm praying that children were actually saved and this was not a clickbait political stunt to make people feel like Riverside is doing something. Because Riverside got a lot of explaining to do. So.
And there's a sheriff of Riverside that's running for governor, so there's that too. So
I see
you gotta take things into account. I
see some campaign charity cases going on. And I don't know how to feel about it. So, knowing what I know about Riverside, a lot of my abuse stemming from Riverside County, California. I don't know what to believe, to be honest with you. So, that's what I have to answer about that. But we'll continue answering questions on Telegram. We said we were going like 10 minutes ago. So, I love you guys. Talk to y'all soon. Bye, y'all.